Good day. My student number is ST10402243 and my name is Tinashe Makuramiti, and this is my IMAD5112 Part 2 submission. So following the improvements that I was given for Part 1, I will be explaining my main activity Kotlin file in more detail, and I have used a research divide function. So to begin with, I have started with the square function. So for the square function, it needed me to initialize the text view first. Without this initialization, it wasn't displaying anything. So this is the reason why I initialized. Then following that, I assigned this number1 value to the num first text, which is the name of this first text view. And then after that, I used an if statement to check if the text view or edit was not empty. After I did that, I created another value called num first, which stored this double. I converted this number 1 here into a double, and then after that I used the if statement to check if it is greater or equal to 0, 0. And then after I did that, I used the result to square root the first number, and yeah, this is the output. And then if it was a negative, if it was not equal or greater to 0, I then displayed this square root function that shows the imaginary number. So that is it for my square root function. And as for my power function, I used an if statement instead of just using the power function provided by Kotlin. So this is how I did it. Again, I created these two values. This is the bottom number for the base and the top num for the exponent. And then I used an if statement again to check if it is not empty. And then after that, I declared the power base and the power exponent to store both of these variables that I declared at the top. And then after I done that, I outputted here, making it look nice. And then after I did that, this is also the errors. If everything does not go according to order here, it'll show these errors. So that is pretty much it for my part 2. And to check if divide cannot be divided by 0, I did that in part 1. So here it is again. So yeah, that is pretty much that for the explanation on the Kotlin file. And here is the function. So here we can type 25 and 5. As you can see, when I press these two edits, it gives me this menu. And yeah, after I did that, let me just close this, sorry. So yeah, for my addition button, as you can see, my addition button still works perfectly. My subtract button still works perfectly. Multiplication button, the same. Divide button, same. And as for the new square root button, here it is. It square roots the first number and excludes the second number as said in the POE document. And then for the power, here it is, it gives you the power. And for the square root function, if I were to put a negative number here, just like that, it will give me the imaginary number symbol. So yeah, and also for the stats function, this is going to be used in part 3, but just to let you know, this also works as well. So yeah, that is pretty much my program working and running and the explanation for it. Thank you for taking the time out of the day to watch my video and marking it. Thank you so much.